Hi everyone, my name is Robert Warren and today I'm unpacking the Legal Action Arbitration and Dispute Resolution Clause from Priceline's user agreement. I'll cover if this is a valid contract, if users are truly bound without clicking I agree, can you sue Priceline, and what changes I'd recommend. Spoiler, it's a bit less free travel and more binding arbitration. So let's go ahead and start with, is this a valid contract? Priceline's terms state that by using the site, you agree that any claim must go through arbitration or small claims court, whichever comes first. Priceline, for a contract to be valid, you need three things: offer, acceptance, and consideration. There's obviously an offer and consideration, aka you pay for the travel services. The sticking point is acceptance. If you never actively click I agree, you might have a weaker case of agreement. Scholarship on online terms says that click-throughs are strongly enforceable. Simple browse links are much weaker. So yes, it can be a valid contract, but only if a user's agreement is adequately demonstrated. Are visitors bound if they didn't click I agree? Here's where it gets a little bit tricky. Priceline's terms rely on user use of the site to trigger an agreement. There's no immediate pop-up forcing I agree. That resembles a browse wrap rather than a full click wrap. Many courts find browse wraps unenforceable if the user isn't reasonably put on notice. Thus, from a marketing student's view, you're binding users, but you'd sleep better at night if you ask for an explicit I agree, especially given the heavy rights that you're asking to waive. Can you sue Priceline? Why or why not? Short answer, generally, no. At least not in a full court action or class action lawsuit. Thanks to this clause, they push claims into binding arbitration via the American Arbitration Association and specifically prohibit class actions or representative proceedings. The clause also frames that small court claims as an exemption only if it's within that court's jurisdiction. They pick Connecticut law and courts for any non-arbitration litigation. From a marketing mindset, you're trading the big public courtroom spectacle for a private one-on-one arbitrator. If you're a consumer wanting to band together, tough luck. So yes, you can pursue relief, but your options are very limited and you gave up that power of a class action lawsuit leverage up front. Now let's go ahead and look into my recommended changes. Here are a few of my suggestions. An explicit agree. Add a clear click to agree button when users first book or log in with a highlighted link. By clicking book now, you agree to the terms. Clear user notice. Make the arbitration section more user-friendly. Short summary box at the start. You are giving up your right to sue in court, opting for arbitration instead. Opt-out window. They already allow a opt-out within 30 days of purchase for the arbitration clause, but it's buried. Bring that out in bold. Class action clarity. Since they waive class actions, they should highlight it. You can't join a class action or act as a representative in plain language. Alternative dispute path. Improve small claims access. Perhaps nominate a default small claims venue or allow remote hearing to ease individual consumer burden. Jurisdiction flexibility. Limit the exclusive CT venue for non-arbitration claims. For consumers far away, that is a barrier. Offer a more consumer-friendly forum. At the end of the day, Priceline's clause is sophisticated, pushing users into arbitration and restricting class actions. And from the company side, that's smart risk management. From my marketing student perspective, though, it's strong but not bulletproof. Without explicit agreement, it could be challenged. Consumers lose some rights, and the world of big courtrooms becomes private arbitration, also known as less drama, but also less visibility. If they make the agreement clearer and simplify the language, they'll have a more defensible, user-friendly contract. That's my evaluation. Just make life easy by reading the fine print in the first place, okay? Thanks for watching. Have a great day. My name is Robert Warren. Bye-bye.